Divine in here. Good morning. We are officially in Geneva. I am in my hotel room, ready for the day. Wow, yeah, it's been a long 24 hours. I took a train from Zermatt, said goodbye to everyone, of course. The retreat was like life-changing. It was so beautiful, and yeah, I feel like I'm still kind of processing, but you know, we had closing ceremony, we had a wonderful dinner and had like mocktails, and then yeah, took the train to Geneva from Zermatt. It was about a 4-hour train ride, and luckily I went with one of the girls, said goodbye to her. Yeah, then I walked to my hotel, so I'm in my hotel room, have all my things. Yeah, and I kind of just took yesterday to explore, to see what's in the area. I did get a couple of essentials. I got another bottle of water and funny story, I got milk for my overnight oats. Okay, wait, so I brought like 4 of these little baggies. And it's literally like my oats, my, there's chia seeds in here, my pumpkin protein powder, which is essentially like ground up pumpkin seeds, and chocolate protein powder, and cacao powder, and some salt and cinnamon. And so I put that in like individual servings, and because I'm at a hotel and I'm towards the end of my trip, like I just want to have little things that will help me feel my best. So I brought some overnight oats, and what I thought was milk is actually cream. So we had a little bit of a mix up, but luckily my little kitchenette here has hot water. So I mixed my oats with the cream with hot water, and they're actually in a really good texture. So I'll probably eat that before I head out for the day, but my plan for the day is to go to a cafe. Would love to get a matcha to start the day, maybe a little pastry. And then there's these Botanical Gardens, which I don't know are gonna be open. From my research, they like close them seasonally, so I guess we'll just see how it goes. It's also an area that I didn't explore yesterday, so I'm very excited for that. Oh my God, a huge thing I did yesterday was my chocolate tour. So in Geneva, you can get this thing called a Choco Pass, and it gives you access to 8 chocolatiers. They all give you like these little free sample baggies. I actually put them in my fridge, so I'll show you. So like all of these places, I got these little baggies. This one was a big one. There are some of them that gave me like 4, like this one, obviously I ate some of them. I've been like nibbling. I'm trying to not eat like a ridiculous amount of chocolate in one sitting and like really savor them. But yeah, all of these are just in the fridge because it's very hot in Geneva, and they were actually melting in my bag. And then I actually got a couple truffles and chocolates from various chocolatiers. And these 3 that I got are actually all very different. Like this one's like a newer one called Sweetzerland, and the woman there was so sweet to me. Zeller seemed more like an old school spot. It was very small. The women there were all older, and they just described them as handcrafted chocolates, and I was like, perfect. I actually ate most of the bag last night. These are really good. And then the last one that I'm bringing home is Guillaume Bichet. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, but he is an artisan chocolatier and has won a lot of awards. So those are the ones I'm bringing home to my husband Graham, and we're gonna try them together. But yeah, that's been like a really fun part of the trip. So as I was like doing that chocolate tour, I was basically walking around Geneva and kind of like exploring as I was getting free chocolate. So that was really lovely. I got a coffee actually and like sat by the lake, and this has been like a thing for me on this trip, but also back home I do this as well because we have an espresso machine. Is I get vanilla ice cream and put it in like a black coffee or espresso. And I wasn't planning on doing this, but the coffee they gave me was very strong, like more strong than I would take it at home, and I didn't want to like dump sugar in it. So I was like, let me just get vanilla ice cream, even though that's also dumping sugar in it, but in a different way. So that was like a very picturesque moment from yesterday. But yeah, I'm kind of in like travel mode, which is really exciting because this whole week has been very much in retreat mode. I've been like, you know, diving deep and on the hikes and everything, and socializing. Like there has been such a different vibe from the retreat atmosphere to like what I'm doing here. So it's been a really nice mix up. So anyway, I'm gonna get ready. I'm gonna put shoes on and start my day, and we'll continue to explore Geneva together. Hello, I am back at the hotel. I was actually trying to get to my last chocolate shop, but they're actually on lunch break for another 30 minutes. So I figured I would come back to the hotel, charge my phone a little bit, and of course, I ended up finding something very unique, something that I've always wanted to try, and I literally ate half of it on the way over here. Okay, it might be messy, but I really do want to show you because it's incredible. Let's hope we don't get it on the bed. Look at this. It's a cookie, and when I bit into it, it's like a cookie dough center. Oh my god. I'm saving the rest of it for later, but I just had to try it. Hilarious that I have like a chocolate pass to try all the chocolates in Geneva, yet I still need to get a sweet treat. Actually, that's my second one today because I also had a croissant this morning when traveling. It's really funny, as I am living the country life, there's like these little things about living in a big city that you don't think about, like having fresh pastries available. The only fresh pastries I really have are like the ones I make at home, which just take a lot of effort. So this was a very good find. I won't lie, I'm also like crashing. I am hitting a wall. I think, it's what, like 2 o'clock? Yeah, and I've been out and about since 9 a.m. this morning. I had a matcha and a coffee. I had lunch and everything, but I feel like after this chocolate shop, I do want to maybe explore. There were these castles by the Botanical Gardens that I kind of wanted to check out. That's like another 30-minute walk. So I'm kind of debating. I want to keep checking in with myself and not like push myself too much just for the sake of, you know, traveling while I'm here. I really want to honor my body also because I go back home tomorrow. So I am traveling a lot and that's going to be a lot energetically. So I think I'm just going to see how I feel after I go to this chocolate shop in a little bit and maybe just rest here. So we'll see. It is also very hot outside. Like, I don't know if you can tell. I am sweating. So like I kind of want to take a shower, but I also might go out again. And it's just like me being indecisive as always. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, it's been a really great day. Honestly, I feel really good with like what I've done already. So even if I just like crash here for the rest of the day after the chocolate shop, like that's fine with me. So I'll keep you posted. Good morning. It is Sunday. I fly home today. It is currently 6:40. I woke up at 6. I made some hot water for my tea, which is sitting over there in my collection of beverages. I actually put my creatine in my tea this morning because I don't have any more D-bloat mix, which is like my fruity beverage that I've been having from ProMix. It's like a prebiotic probiotic just to help move things along while I travel. I finished the last one yesterday, so I put my creatine in my tea and it honestly just tastes like tea, so that's nice. Checked on my overnight oats and they're good to go. I actually added some milk, so if you recall, I got cream instead of milk at the grocery store for my oats. Obviously, when you put cream instead of milk, they're super, super thick. So I actually mixed them with water last night, and then I added a little bit of cream this morning, just because I prefer the texture. I mean, honestly, the water actually tastes fine, but I like a little bit of creaminess in my oats. So I'll have that after my workout, but I'm dressed for my workout. I'm gonna throw a shirt on, but I think I'm gonna do my warm up in here because I have my booty band. I actually brought I brought my booty band. This really helps activate your glutes before leg day, which I'm not gonna do leg day. I'm probably gonna do easy-ish, nothing really that strenuous, but I do just wanna like lift weights and get like a full body workout, especially because I am traveling, so I'll just be sitting or walking most of today. It is quite a long journey as well. Actually, let's pull it up. Let me show you. So I'm leaving Geneva at 11. I believe I get into Amsterdam from there. So you can also know what I will be dealing with today. It's 2:10, so 2 o'clock in the afternoon today. Obviously I'm gonna get there at 11 because I wanna be there a few hours early. Then I arrive in Amsterdam at 3:50. It's like an hour and a half flight. I have a layover in Amsterdam for about an hour. I leave there at 5 o'clock. Then that's my long flight. I have a 9.5-hour flight to Atlanta. Then I get into Atlanta at 8:30 at night. I have an almost 3-hour layover in Atlanta, and I get into Memphis at 11:30 because there's a time difference there, and that's like about an hour and 20-minute flight. So honestly, similar to my way here, that was basically what I had to do. I left Memphis, got into Atlanta, had a long layover in Atlanta, went to Amsterdam, that was a long flight, and then transferred in Amsterdam again to go to Geneva. My husband is gonna pick me up in Memphis though, and I'm very excited to see him. I miss him a lot. Because I have like a few hours to kill, like it's almost 7, I think I'm gonna journal for a little bit, do my warm up in here, and go up to the gym, lift some weights. Hopefully I'll get back to the hotel room around 8 and shower, and I'm kind of gonna play it out. I have matcha that I can like make myself, but I'm also thinking I could like go and get a matcha, so we'll see. There's a part of me that like wants to explore a little bit before I go, because yesterday, didn't even tell you about yesterday. I ended up staying at the hotel. I got that last little thing of chocolate. I think I came back here at like 3:30 and literally stayed here the rest of the day. So I like watched a couple movies on my iPad. I ate a lot of chocolate. I actually got dinner from, there was a grocery store across the street from the hotel, and I just like got, it was actually really cool. They had these like to-go cups with salad mix. It was essentially just like lettuce and like shredded carrots and a vinaigrette. So I got that, and then I got a couple to-go things of meat. So there was one that was like grilled chicken, and then there was one that was like essentially like roast beef, but like a little more fancy and Swiss. I honestly just got that because my dinner the other night was so expensive, and I also just like didn't want to go out again. It's funny because I think when I've traveled previously, I kind of enjoyed dining by myself. I felt like that was like an independent thing to do. But thinking back to it, like I usually had a book or like something, and this time, I think also because I'm missing my husband, and I was just around a bunch of people for a week, so I think I was like in the mood to socialize with someone, and the fact that I like didn't have anyone to enjoy my meals with, I was like, this doesn't really feel worth it, you know? I did enjoy all my meals, like they were all delicious, but I think like with where my energy was at by the time I got back to the hotel room, I was like, I'm just gonna get something nourishing and fresh and eat it here. So I literally like changed into my pajamas, and this is where I had my dinner last night. I'm gonna get to it, then we go to the airport. I'm very excited to go home. I'm very tired as well. I don't know what my body will do in a workout, but I know I need it and it'll feel good, and that's why we do it. See y'all soon. Okay, so the gym doesn't open till 9 and I'm not waiting until 9 o'clock to work out. So I think I'm gonna try to set up in this little slot over here. I do have my booty band, so I'm basically just gonna do like mat Pilates situation. I'm gonna see if I can film it. I'm gonna try my best so you can see like maybe what you can do if the gym is also closed, or if you're traveling somewhere that doesn't have a gym. Usually if you just bring a booty band or even just your body weight, you can still get some movement in and have a great workout. So that's what I'm gonna do. I also checked in with the front desk, and I can just take the train to the airport probably like 15 minutes before I have to be there, and should be fine. I have like plenty of time, so I might just do like a quick workout in here. I might like keep these clothes on and go to the Botanical Gardens one last time, and I'm just gonna have like a morning because I have like 3.5 hours before I need to leave for the airport, and I kind of want to take advantage. First things first is we get a workout in, and then we'll continue with the day. Hello, I am back. 1 month later, I realized that I finished this vlog pretty abruptly, so I just wanted to do a little video. First off, thank you so much if you made it this far. Thanks for coming to Geneva with me, and if you watched part 1, which I will link at the end of the video, thanks for coming to Switzerland with me. It was such an amazing experience, incredible. Looking back at it and going through the pictures and getting to edit these videos, it was so beautiful, and 10 out of 10 recommend. If you have the opportunity to go to Switzerland, go to Zermatt, hike. If you go in the winter, definitely ski. I mean, the mountains, everything was so beautiful. And Geneva was such an incredible experience. I hope to go back one day. Being back, I feel like I learned so much through this trip and got to know a lot about myself as well. So I'm really excited to be back and to be back in my routine. And I actually am leaving for another trip in a few weeks. So if you enjoyed this kind of content, be sure to subscribe, like this video, comment maybe what you would have loved to do in Geneva, or if you watched part 1, maybe what you would have liked to do in Zermatt. But I will definitely be continuing these kinds of vlogs as I hike and adventure and travel, because that is another huge part of what I do and what I love to integrate into my life. And as I, continue to make these YouTube videos with my yoga flows, with my advice on how to create a consistent yoga practice, I think a huge part of that is integrating these things that we learn on our mat and in our health and wellness practices in our everyday life, and especially the moments of life where we're out of our routine, right? We go out and we explore, and we also want to try new things. And I think a lot of us can live in this black and white way of thinking, and there's so much gray area, and there's so much room for balance. So that is definitely my mission here at She Breathes Easy, and something I'm so passionate about. So anyway, thank you so much for being here. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, like this video if you enjoyed it, and comment below. Let me know what you think, or anything about this video that was a big highlight. I would love to hear. And I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for being here. Bye.